Hi my gorgeous Virgos, it's Jill and welcome to Tarot by the Sea. Right, okay, this is your reading from the 5th to the 11th of November 2018. We'll be using the Gilded Tarot deck by Ciro Marchetti, and we will be using the Fairy Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Okay, I hope you're really, really well. I've just tried to do a reading for you and I was really struggling. Really struggling. And it's like, oh my god, that just makes sense. Okay, yeah, okay, I see it. Right. I couldn't see what was happening in the other reading. And I wonder whether it's because you can't or someone else can't see what's happening. You had the Moon card before, but all the other cards are different. Oh, apart from the High Priestess. You had the Moon and the High Priestess together last time, I think. Yeah, you did. And you have the Seven of Wands, and you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant came up as well in the last one. Right. Okay. Okay. I'm going to give you a very, very quick reading. This is very, very basic. Okay. Perhaps you are married. Perhaps you have come through some kind of battle. You've been stabbed in the back. You're focusing on work. There are secrets going on, perhaps at work. Perhaps involving the High Priestess. The Moon and the High Priestess are water signs, both of them. Though the High Priestess to me sometimes seems like a Virgo as well. And perhaps you're blocking things. Perhaps you've gone through this and you're really busy at work and you're trying to focus, but secretly you're in your own head, basically. And you've got a lot coming at you and you're feeling really, really stressed about it. Okay. Ace of Summer. Okay. That was just really quick, just on the Gilded Tarot. So for some of you that may resonate, for some of you it may not. The Emperor. Two of Summer. You've got the Ace of Summer and the Two of Summer, so you're moving through something. And you have the Chariot, so you are moving through something. And you have the Three of Winter. Okay, and you have the Sun card. Now the Sun card in this deck says plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for the blessings of life. And you have the Hierophant. So maybe, I mean, the Hierophant has anything to do with kind of structure and society. Okay, so it's marriage, it's church, it's higher education, it's big organisations, it's all of those things. So maybe you're planning to get married. This guy here on the horse always reminds me of the Knight of Wands, because he looks like the Knight of Wands in the Gilded Tarot deck, and he reminds me of the Knight of Wands. So maybe you're dealing with a fire sign, but this is earth sign energy to me as well, so maybe you're dealing with an earth sign and a fire sign. Okay, we've got lots of love cards coming up underneath the Hierophant. So for some of you, it might be a wedding, actually, to the Queen of Swords. Right, okay, so we have the Five of Swords and we have the Ace of Summer. So the Five of Swords, the Ace of Summer, open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one. Awakening of psychic ability or spiritual epiphanies. It could be, my loves, that this really is a reawakening of an original relationship, okay, of your marriage or something else. Maybe you've been through battles, okay, maybe somebody has been stabbed in the back at some point, and this is them down there, okay, but you pulled yourselves up. You just had the 5 of Cups, which I know I do this and I know I don't like doing it, but I want to show you. Sometimes that comes up as the 9 of, there we go, 5 of Cups. Okay? You had this. If you look at the guy in that picture, could be the same person, okay? But they were holding on. They were holding on to a wand. They were holding on to a wand, okay? And oh God, when I see that and it's the 9 of Wands, oh God, we're getting led down a merry old path today with your reading. And there you are, and you're back. You're back on your feet, okay? You've gone from this to this. Now, in the last reading, you were still at the 5 of Cups. So for some of you, the timelines are shifted back, okay? For some of you, the timelines have shifted back. For some of you, you're not in that point yet. If you look at this guy as well, okay? So, we have this one, we have this one, we have this one, and we have this one. So you could be in any of those 4 positions right now. This is what I'm being told to say to you. I think the majority of you are out of being stabbed in the back. I think you're out of that. I think most of you are in one of these 2 phases. Okay. But there are some of you who are still feeling that stabbed in the back energy. There are some of you who have got this far. And for those of you, we have the Ace of Summer and the Sun. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. Marvellous. Some of you are focusing on work. And it's this new success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments and being in the spotlight. You guys are all over the place today, aren't you? Ace of Autumn. Windfall of money, advice or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. Oh my God, maybe you've got both going on. Maybe your relationship's going really well and work is going really well. Embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure and trust yourself. You have got the Ace of Summer. You have got the Ace of Autumn, so it's the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, okay, and you've got the Sun, and you've got the Wheel, and then we've got you moving on to the 2 of Summer as well, and you've got Dreamer. So you're starting a new cycle, which is marvellous for you. But I'm not entirely sure how, unless you've leapt ahead massively since your last reading. Mind you, a couple of weeks ago, I think it was before Christmas, you had that reading where you got 4 aces. And now you're being given more opportunities. And you're quite happy, and the wheel is turning. Virgo, I think this is a really bloody good reading, actually. If love is going well, and work is going well, that's pretty damn marvellous, actually, and I'm very pleased for you. That's pretty awesome. We have the Moon, so you may be dealing with a water sign, okay? And we have the Emperor, so you could be dealing with a fire sign. Use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organised, a firm but compassionate leader. Maybe this relationship isn't. Maybe this new relationship isn't with a partner. Even if you're married, maybe it's not. Because we have secrets. Secrets at work for some of you with a water sign. Or an air sign. Possibly a Cancer. But work's going well. Use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organised, a firm but compassionate leader. What on earth is going on? Right, okay, Virgo, do you know what? I'm going to pull some more cards because I'm getting really bloody confused with your reading. Okay, we have, maybe work's going well, but maybe there is this water sign who is in the background too. And maybe this is something outside of your marriage, because the last reading that we had, you had the 5 of Cups, and it was talking about how 3 of the cups had spilled. But you still had 2. But it was talking about third-party relationship with the 3 of Cups. Maybe there have been secrets in the past about this High Priestess. You have the 2 of Summer. Falling in love and making a serious commitment to someone, forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up, your relationship can be healed. Maybe that's with this water sign because it's the 2 of Cups. Okay? Maybe it's with this water sign. And your relationship can be healed. For some of you, maybe this is the advice you're being told. Maybe you're going inside, because that can be a Virgo card as well. Maybe you're going inside, you're listening to your intuition, you're being told not to give up, but actually you're feeling so guarded with the 3 of Winter, which is the 3 of Swords, that you're blocking this person anyway. You crazy peeps. Okay, or maybe you did. Maybe you've been blocked, and maybe they've unblocked you, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Right, come on, let's get some more advice for Virgo. Why am I so confused, guys? You give me something to lift the confusion a little bit. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I was struggling with the Pisces one the other day as well, and that's the new moon energy, or the full moon energy, I think. Yep, you have the Fool on top of the Dreamer. You have Death. You have the 4 of Cups and you have the Ace of Wands. Is this a new... and you have the Ace of Pentacles. Oh my god, guys, you've got the same cards. Okay, you have the Ace of Summer, which is the Ace of Cups. You have the Ace of Autumn, which is the Ace of Pentacles. It's come up in both decks. You definitely have this new opportunity. And now you're ready to move forward and make a change. And maybe now you're ready to move forward. The change is going to come and you get these 2 opportunities. Now the Ace of Summer, okay, and you have the Lovers as well, look. And you have the Sun again, okay? You have the Lovers and you have the Sun again. The Lovers is now sitting on top of the 2 of Summer. Falling in love or making a commitment. Okay, if you're making a decision about love, this is the change. And then you have the Sun and you have the Sun. You have 2, oh my god, okay, right. Okay. Oh, bloody hell. Right. And you have the Emperor coming up as well. Whatever this is, whatever these opportunities are, they're making you really happy. Really happy. And you're ready to move forward with them. You are the Fool. I think you may be making a commitment to someone. But like, I think you may even be making a commitment to someone who you were in a third party with. And you're ready for a new start. The Ace of Cups is something that's emotionally fulfilling for you. The Ace of Pentacles is long term. For some of you, this is a job, okay? But I don't understand why at that point we would have the luck. Maybe, oh my God. Maybe you've done all your thinking and you're ready to move forward. Because the moon is covered by the Emperor, okay? The moon is about secrets and things coming to light, okay? The Emperor says, use logic and structure to increase your success, get organised, firm but compassionate leader. And then you have 2 Fool cards. Then you have the 8 of Pentacles, which is working hard, being focused on work. You have the Chariot, which is moving forward. You have the Death card, which is a change. You have this High Priestess, which is going inside, which ties in with the Emperor and the Moon, okay? So the Moon is secrets. Maybe there were things that you didn't know. Maybe you're going in blind. Maybe you're going in absolutely blind. Okay? Maybe you're dealing with a water sign, you're going in absolutely blind, but you're moving forward anyway like a fool because you need change, and then you're making a commitment to someone who you may have been in a third-party relationship with. For some of you, the third-party relationship is still ongoing. For some of you, you may have had an affair, and now you're recommitting to the person that you were with in the first place. And then you have the opportunity for something that's emotionally fulfilling for you. You have the opportunity for something long term, and you have the opportunity to be incredibly happy. Things are illuminated now. The question is now why you have the 7 of Wands and the 3 of Winter. You also have the Magician. You're holding on to your money, and then you have the Emperor again. In this deck, the Emperor is basically slightly different. The Emperor can be an Aries, but the Emperor is also basically the guy in charge, so he will make the right decisions for everyone, okay? He can be quite controlling. Why do we have the 7 of Wands? Because we have the Star and we have the Princess of Spring. Okay? Now the Hermit, that's you in your power. Why do we have the 3 of Winter? Maybe you're reaching out to this Princess of Spring, which is the Page of Wands. Who's optimistic, enthusiastic, creative and energetic. It's time to go after your dreams, do something that expands your horizons and let your creativity take flight. Maybe they look good in red dress. Okay. Pages tend to be messengers. They tend to be followers as well. Could be someone younger than you. That could be you, the Princess of Spring, if you've got fire in your chart. Because you've got the Emperor coming up twice as well, so maybe you're taking control. Maybe you're taking control of your life. Why do we have the 3 of Winter? Why do we have the 3 of Winter for Virgo? If you reach out to others for comfort and love, you will grow stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal with time. Why is this? Maybe this Princess of Spring is being guarded, because if you look, the lady in the 3 of Winter has her red dress on. This lady has her red dress on. Maybe you have hope. Maybe you have been blocked by this person. Maybe you're not blocked by this person anymore. Maybe you've been blocking this person, and now you're ready to move forward. The 8 of Swords is the 8 of Wands is messages. You're on the 7. Maybe you're about to start sending messages. Maybe that hasn't happened yet. It's time to go after your dreams, do something that expands your horizons, let your creativity take flight. Look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. Which is what you're hoping for. You're hoping for change. You're trying to take control of your life. Why do we have the Three of Winter for Virgo? Why do we have the Three of Winter for Virgo? You have hidden things. Oh my God, you have a lot of hidden things. There's a lot that you still don't know at this point. You have 2 Fool cards, so it's the point before. You go into this week at the point before you actually are ready to take action, and before the opportunities have been presented to you. So you're in a kind of hangman state where you're just kind of waiting. No, you're not, though, because you're ready to move forward. We have the Two of Cups nearly came out. Why is the card not coming out? Why do we have the Three of Winter? Because we have Judgment. Maybe dealing with a Libra. Something else may need to end first, and this is why this person's guarded. There are 3 people in this card. There is an old love, there is the bear, which could be quite threatening. Maybe this person, this princess of spring, Page of Wands, is feeling quite guarded because there is old love still in the background. She's looking at this bear like a threat, okay? She's not protecting herself from the old love, she's protecting herself from the bear, but the bear is looking at her with love, okay? So maybe she's finding this quite a threat. Now, we just had the Sun card. Why am I showing you that? There, that's why. Look at what he's blowing, look at Judgment, okay? You may be dealing with someone. This guy reminds me of the Knight of Wands, okay? And you have the Page of Wands. So maybe this person's coming towards you in order to make a judgment. Maybe they're coming towards you and they're making their judgment. I see that horse as a unicorn, and usually I see it as kind of like an illusion and fantasy. But actually what I'm seeing at the moment is this person is coming in with a horse that is armed, okay? They're coming in with a horse that's armed. You had the wheel on the top of your deck a second ago. Now you have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are moving in your favour. Where did the wheel go? Was it on the top of your deck before? I don't know if it was in this reading or the one that I've just done for you, but the wheel was on the top of the deck. So maybe this fire sign person is coming in and they're going to make a decision. Now the messengers, you have the Page, which is messages. You have the Knight, which are messengers that kind of travel. So the Page tends to be the person who carries the messages within the palace. The Knight is the person who goes out into the world. Maybe this person is, maybe you're communicating, or maybe you're hoping to communicate. It's like, I just want one message. I just want one message. I'm holding back from messaging. Maybe this person's been messaging you and you haven't been replying. Maybe you're messaging them and they're not replying. Maybe you sent them lots of messages and they're holding on to this one. Or they get this one. And you have hope. Go after your dreams. I think that's the whole point. I think that this week you're going after your dreams. I hope you are. And you're in your power. You're in your power, Virgo. Because you have the Hermit and you have 2 Emperors. Now, okay. The Emperor's meant to be Aries. But quite honestly, the Emperor to me would have to be an Earth sign. And you guys tend to be the ones. They have everything, and you guys tend to be the ones who are willing to move forward with. You have 3 of Wands, 5 of Wands. Maybe there's arguments, you're waiting. Maybe there's been an argument, you're waiting for your ships to come in, and now you're focused on this one thing. Out of the 3, there's a third-party relationship, I think, and now you're focused on one. You're choosing the one. You're choosing the one that gives you passion. For some of you, you're putting passion on the back burner, and you're choosing something else. And we could have a soulmate here. But you've gone from the Ace of Summer to the 2 of Summer, and from the Ace of Cups to the 2 of Cups during this period of time. So you've gone from the opportunity to the decision. And you're ready to move forward, Virgos. Maybe this person's feeling guarded, and maybe they need to make a judgment, or you need to make a judgment. But I think you'll be triumphant. You are in your power. And you have the 2 of Autumn, which is 2 of Pentacles as well. Bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, and exceptional talent for multitasking. Okay, this is a juggling card. You've got Ace of Pentacles. You haven't had the 2 of Pentacles. Why did I think you had? No, it was Summer. So you have the Ace of Autumn. You have the 2 of Autumn. I think this could be a long-term thing. If this is a romantic relationship, I think it could be a long-term thing. I'm not going to go down as far as this because we have got the Empress underneath here, and you've got 2 Emperor cards. But I don't think this is being stuck in your head. I don't think you're being stuck in your head. I think you may have been stuck in your head. Because you have the 9 of Winter and you have the Ego card. And the Ego card says the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, being caught up in fear and worry. And then you have this one, which is the 9 of Swords. Unfounded fear, focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry to go out of proportion to the problem. And it could have been about this Empress and this Queen of Summer. So if you're the Emperor, then maybe this is your Empress, which again would be a fire sign. Time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. We were already talking about with the High Priestess being a water sign, and this is the Queen of Summer. Listen to your heart, intuitive insights you can trust, taking care of others perhaps too much. This is also the sign of, this is also the pregnancy card. So for some of you, maybe you're feeling very, very trapped, and you're focusing on worst case scenarios and allowing worry to grow up because this Queen of Summer is about to become the Empress, and there's a baby on the way. And for some of you, that's the news that you wanted. True love is long-lasting. Choices made from the heart, a return to good health. And you have the Wheel. Delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car or travel. For some of you, you may have been trying for a baby, and now suddenly you have one on the way, which is amazing news, and I'm so happy for you if that's the case. This feels like a really bitty reading. This hasn't flowed well. This really hasn't flowed well. And I wonder whether the relationships haven't flowed well. I wonder whether you've been basically in kind of struggling through things, and it's not even confusion, it's just like, it feels like a bit of a sticky mess to me. It feels like a bit of a sticky mess, and it feels like, what does it feel like? It feels like you're still not sure. You have all these opportunities and you have all this stuff. Even the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Summer and the Sun cards are not inspiring me to be massively happy. You have two Sun cards, you have the Star card. You have two Sun cards, you have the Star card. You have two Ace of Pentacles, two Ace of Cups. But something's still not right. Something's still not right. What is still not right for you? Because something still doesn't feel right. What doesn't feel right about this reading? Why am I feeling the way that I'm feeling about this reading? There are hidden things. Page of Cups, the Four of Cups. Five of Wands. We had the Page of Cups. We had the Four of Cups. We haven't had the Four of Cups. Oh my God. Maybe you're ready to move forward. And this Page of Cups isn't. We did say she might be feeling guarded. And it's like maybe you're raring to go now. You've kind of gone through all this stuff and you're like, yeah, I want to go. I'm going to be the fool. I'm going to do all this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take control. Everything's great. And then you talk to her and she goes, no, I don't trust you. And you're having arguments. And maybe she's like, no. And maybe she sees it. Maybe she sees the love. But maybe she's just like, you hurt me before. You gave me 10 of Swords. No. You had me crying over my cornflakes. No. Or maybe that's what you're worried about. Maybe that's why you're not moving forward right now. Maybe that's why you're taking this time out. And you're feeling quite guarded too. And for some of you, you're thinking about walking away from the whole situation. But you feel bound to it. There is passion there. We've got love there because we have two Ace of Cups. And that was just showing on the top of the deck as well. There is love, there is passion, there's soulmate connection. And I think you just need the strength. You need the strength for this Ace of Pentacles, okay, with this Page of Cups. And yes, they might not be interested. There might be arguments. But you need to take the chance. You need to move forward. And you need to... Oh, I think this is your last reading. Was this your last reading? Or was this Aries' last reading? I can't remember. And yes, you might end up feeling left out in the cold. Or you might end up being the King of Wands with the Queen of Wands. And all that passion and fire and love. We had love. We've had love. I think this was you in your last reading. Look, again, we have this Page of Pentacles who's just like, he's not the king, he's not the Queen of Pentacles. You've just been hanging around and having sleepless nights. And now you are the Queen of Pentacles. And you want to be happy. You don't want to be trapped in your head. You need to take a choice. You need to decide what it is that you want. What is your dream come true? What is your passion? Decide. You're not seeing that you can manifest it, okay? You want to go from the Page of Wands to the Queen of Wands to the King of Wands and have the 10 of Cups. You need to start manifesting. You need to focus on that thing that you're going to be manifesting. You're already stable, you're already secure. Make something happen. Okay? Focus, 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 focus. And wait for your ships to come in. For some of you, it means walking away from the marriage. For some of you, it means blocking somebody in a third-party relationship. If this is your independent person, for some of you it means that. But you will be victorious. But you're not moving forward at the moment, and you need to. You need to. It's just repeating from now on in. Okay, we have the Page of Swords, which is basically like, yeah. People keep saying this is spying. Okay, spying in readings is hilarious because it's just like, you know, I watch readings. Okay, I watch my own readings. Someone's spying on you. That would be me. You're spying on someone. Yep, that would be me. Okay, so when people say that, do be aware of the fact it could just be you. You need to come out of not making a decision and get back into your power. You need to make this change from being overburdened, okay? We had this before, where it's just like you're the Four of Wands, you're the Four of Pentacles, you're an Earth sign, you should be the 10. You're aiming for 10s and you're stuck on 4. And it's just like, what the hell are you going to do about it? We've had this conversation, Virgos. This is basically the same reading from last week. Are you going to move forward? Are you going to move forward? Let's see if we can give you some advice cards. I'm going to pull 3 advice cards, okay? That's it, and then I'm going to finish your reading because it's ran long. 3 advice cards for Virgo. Yeah, you've got the Emperor, you've got the Two of Summer. They're coming out together. I put the Emperor back and he's come back out again. He's stuck in my hand. He just would not shift out my hand. You have the Five of Autumn. And you have the Four of Spring and the Ten of Spring. Thank you very much for those 3 cards. You have Unity. Do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. Okay? You have to, whatever this says, you need to take control. And you either need to make a commitment to a new person or to someone else. Okay? Falling in love or making a serious commitment. Forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. If you've been in a third party, you need to make a decision now. Reach out to others for assistance. Poor timing for a career change. Being challenged by money issues. Okay, that stands alone. Four of Spring. Four of Wands. Okay. Be grateful. You have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness. A contented family life. Ask for help from others. All work and no play. Being weighed down by too many responsibilities. You need to shift that. You're at the Ten of Springs, it's the Ten of Wands. Okay, you need to drop those burdens. You need to drop the burdens of being overburdened, basically. Because it's time for a new start. You didn't have the Ace of Pentacles. You didn't have the Ace of Wands. As part of your reading, you had Pentacles and you had Cups. You didn't have the Ace of Wands. So perhaps you're not quite at that stage yet where you've dropped the burdens. But I think you need to. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Okay, read into it what you will, my darlings. I just hope that you can do what you need to do to make you happy. That's the most important thing. Okay, it sounds like you're having a bit of a challenge. And I don't like to see that, so you need to get out of those fours, so Virgo. You have the Four of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. You have the Five of Autumn, which is the Five of Pentacles being left out in the cold. You need to get out of that state, my darlings. Okay, I will leave it with you. Have a fantastic week. It sounds like you're going to have an awesome week. Try and make those decisions, okay? Try and get to the point where you can do that. Alright, my sweethearts, I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.